Hey, everyone, how are you? Welcome to today's Lunch and Learn. And yes, I'm riding solo today, but as you can see the chocolate behind me, it's going to be a good show. Today, I'm going to be talking about the science of chocolate-covered relationships. And yes, we deliver chocolate daily. And I don't know how many brownies we have in the freezer, but I'll bet you there's 10,000 in there. Order up, have fun with it, definitely. Anyway, with that being said, listen, so I want to talk about chocolate. I want to talk about sending chocolate. I want to talk about eating chocolate. Normally, as you know, one of the first questions I have for you is, what are you having for lunch today? I'm going to show you what I'm going to have for lunch today. No jealousy, please. But anyway, are you ready? This is it. This is what I'm having for lunch today. Yep, there's a whole lot of chocolate here on my platter. There's even chocolate that you can't eat, and I'll explain later. But anyway, I'm going to start by enjoying some chocolate along the way. So if I eat a little bit much during this call today, you'll know why. So, but what I'm going to do right now is just go ahead and get started about the science of chocolate-covered relationships. All right. With that being said, here we go. Yeah, if you go online and you just search chocolate, it's amazing what comes up, right? Everybody loves chocolate. And, like this first meme, if chocolate is the answer, who cares what the question is? Couldn't agree more. I absolutely love chocolate. Yeah, you see that brownie in the middle there? I brought a whole lot of chocolate home last night, and about 10 o'clock last night, I was met in bed with a bowl with a brownie in it that was warmed up in the microwave with some ice cream on top of it. I think she did that so I would at least cover half of the brownie for her. But anyway, also, did you have to eat my brownie? I got to share something. So I'm going to actually stop sharing the slides for a minute because I want to share a funny story. Occasionally, we have people call in, and this was about a year and a half ago. I had this gal call in, and she was really upset because she had received a box, that she got and opened and didn't find any brownies. And she was upset because she knew they were supposed to be there. The sender had told her they were coming, and she was really upset. And we were like, oh my gosh, we made a mistake. And we sent her out 2 new brownies. Well, about 2 weeks went by, and we got a phone call from her. And what happened was her son had opened the package before she did, took the brownies, ate the brownies, and didn't let her know. Folks, listen, one of our biggest complaints, my spouse ate my brownies. So when you're sending brownies, please make sure to let folks know that, they're coming so they can protect the brownies. I don't know what the deal is, but they're really, really, really good, if you know what I mean. All right, back to where I was. Here we go. So 5 reasons to send chocolate. Why would you even consider sending chocolate? Number 1, it's delivered in a box. A box has a 100% open rate. And folks, we talk about marketing all the time. What are we wanting to do with this chocolate? Yes, we're wanting to get whatever message we want in front of our customers with a 100% open rate and guarantee they are reading our message. So it's delivered in a box. It's a 100% open rate. Number 2, the recipient has a very high likelihood of loving chocolate. As you may have guessed, most people, at least in America, love chocolate. Number 3, it makes people feel special. Not only does it make them feel special to get a package in a box, but chocolate. It makes the recipient feel good. Number 4, and I'm going to go with you here in a second and teach you why it makes them feel good. Number 5, you'll be remembered. And truthfully, folks, as Casey Everhart says, know, like, and trust is not enough. To be remembered at the time of a purchase is the big deal. We're being remembered. And that is where we're at. Sending chocolate definitely helps with that goal. Now, the results of sending chocolate. I put very few up here. I couldn't count the number of these types of texts I got. Thank you so much for the birthday brownie and card. I truly appreciate your thoughtfulness. Thank you so much for the brownies. That was so sweet of you. Hope you're safe. Hi, Joe. Lorraine Quinn, your health insurance lady. How are you? Wanted to say thank you for the brownies that came with your card. Fun to get. So kind of you. Thank you, and stay well. Keeping you in prayer. So sweet. And so are you. Thank you. And thanks, buddy. I appreciate you and love you, my friend. 15 seconds in the microwave and a scoop of ice cream. Boom. And yes, that is all true. That's how this whole thing works. So, when you send chocolate, you get responses. Now let's talk about why. The science of chocolate. There's actually science to this, folks. Like, this is no joke. And this happens to be the inside top of a card that I send in a campaign to marketers to tell them why they should use chocolate. And basically what it says is, dear first name, clearly this isn't your first encounter with chocolate. I'm hoping that you are 98% of the world's population that loves chocolate. Our most popular gift is a set of 2 brownies just like the ones I have sent you. It is also at the center of our biggest complaint, which is my spouse ate my brownies. I wanted to take a minute and I wanted to make sure that I say this before I forget. Please try one of these brownies heated in the microwave for 10 to 15 seconds with a scoop of ice cream. You will thank me later. I am sure you wouldn't mind being responsible for a friend, customer, or significant other feeling the effects of chocolate. Enjoy the treats, nothing more. Just wanted to say hello. Enjoy. And here's what it says. This is all true, folks. If you can chew on a piece of chocolate right now, this is what's going to happen. So as you chew, savor, and swallow, your body begins to digest and metabolize 300 plus compounds. Here are a few of them and their effects. Tryptophan and serotonin, they create feelings of relaxation and well-being. Wonder why everybody loves chocolate? Let's start right there with tryptophan and serotonin. Caffeine, a psychoactive substance that creates temporary alertness. Xanthines, this mild stimulant occurs naturally in the brain and, like caffeine, increases wakefulness. Theobromine, the stimulant and vasodilator, increases blood flow. My goodness, I feel like I'm getting healthier as I eat chocolate. This is great. I can't even really pronounce this next one, but I'll try. Phenylethylamine. This compound stimulates the brain to release dopamine, a neurotransmitter associated with feelings of pleasure and motivation. Yeah, see, this is the science behind sending chocolate. Anandamide, this neurotransmitter activates pleasure receptors in the brain. And flavonols, found also in foods like red wine, blueberries, and green tea. These compounds boost blood flow to key areas of the brain for 2 or 3 hours after being metabolized, creating effects similar to those of a mild analgesic like aspirin. My goodness, folks, like, really? That's what's going on? That's why we love chocolate, because it actually does have a scientific effect on our body. And that is what's going on. And yes, it is a delicious topic, Terry. Yes, that is true. Yes, and a lot of sugar on this tray over here, Joseph, for sure. Anyway, Andrea, very nice. There are two types of people in this world: people who love chocolate and liars. Couldn't agree more. All right. Anyway, let's go ahead and move on. What chocolate can I send? This is a big deal, folks. There's lots of chocolate in our system. I've listed at least 8 of them right here. The Reese's Peanut Butter Cup Brownie. It is, a big deal when you can associate with a bigger brand like Reese's Peanut Butter, or Reese's and Reese's Peanut Butter Cups. Folks, it's astonishing how many people actually eat those. They're in my freezer and always have been. I don't know what my deal is with Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, but I love them. And I love chocolate and peanut butter mixed together. And then again, our world famous brownies. Folks, I've never had a complaint on our brownies ever. It just doesn't happen. And they are amazing, and they come in a set. A gluten-free brownie. Did you know we have a gluten-free brownie? And this becomes a really important deal. I've heard from several folks who have folks that have gluten issues, and we all probably know somebody who has a gluten issue. And if you want to treat them special and you want to let them know that you are special to them, send them a gluten-free treat. This to them is you've really done it. You've really treated them in a very special way. You know them, and you've actually done the right thing by sending them something they can actually eat. Now, another thing I wanted to do right now was just kind of I've never eaten a gluten-free brownie, but I happen to have one right here. So I just wanted to kind of break this thing open here and take a bite and let you know that it either tastes good or it doesn't. I have no idea. Anyway, oh, wow. Okay, for gluten-free, this is a really good brownie. I guess sugar is on the gluten list. It's good. Wow. A lot better than what I thought. Holy smokes, folks. Gluten-free. Way to go. Love it. All right. Gluten-free brownies. Absolutely love that. Make sure if you have somebody, if you have a birthday automation set up one for folks who have gluten. And if you find them, just add them to that automation. I think it would work out pretty darn well. Okay. Yes. And see, I've got some, I love the gluten-free brownies. Yes. Tastes as good as the regular ones. I actually agree. They might even be better, to tell you the truth. And Laura, yes, several times. She sent these gluten-free brownies several times. Very happy feedback from every recipient. They said it was delicious. Yes, gluten-free brownies are amazing. I think we're all finding that out right now, or at least I am. My goodness, I should start eating my own product every once in a while, huh? All right, Megabyte cookies. Now, there's quite a few Megabyte cookies, but they all are, 3 of them have chocolate in them. Milk chocolate, dark chocolate, and white chocolate. And of course, they are all there, and you can personalize each one of them. Now, the Belgian mint truffles. Yep, that's what these are. The Belgian mint truffle, right? This is, they come in a bag with a bow on them. And actually, they're really good too. Well, I really appreciate you guys putting up with me eating through this whole thing today. Because, I can't resist that. That's a whole plate of chocolate. Oh, so smooth. My goodness. That's really, really good. I hope you guys aren't getting too hungry. If you are, sorry. All right. Now, chocolate covered coffee beans. These things right here. Chocolate covered coffee beans. I'm not going to eat one of these right now because y'all know I'm always going a little too fast, and I don't need to go any faster right now. And chocolate covered pretzels. These are amazing too. I'm just going to keep eating all the way through this thing. But I absolutely love all the products we have. Now, there is one product that is chocolate that you can't eat. And you're like, yeah, what are you talking about? Okay, here we go. Yes, it's a candle. Now, I mean, really, folks, if chocolate does that, here's the deal. This is a freshly baked chocolate chip cookie candle. And I have it right here. And it's amazing. And we have this candle for a reason. And the reason is this. People make decisions differently sometimes. And when you walk into a home, an open house, and somebody is burning this freshly baked chocolate chip cookies, and it smells like home, all of a sudden, the potential buyer walking in the door is going to smell that as well and have a different experience. So our realtors use these often. It's freshly baked chocolate chip cookie smell candle, and it is amazing, and it smells just like that. So for our realtor friends, they've been using this for well over a year now. We've had this product on hand for well over a year, and it has been, an absolutely, amazing product, no doubt about it. But do not eat candles. They are not for ingestion. So anyway, there's a lot to the science of chocolate, folks. But here's the deal. This all goes back to, myself and Vanessa have done many a lunch and learn. And you segment your list. And when you segment your list, you're going to come up with your top customers. And those top customers on their birthday, you're going to send them a treat or something, right? And that treat, if you make it chocolate, you go back and watch this again and read all about the science, but it changes. It changes us when we eat chocolate. The science of chocolate, those compounds that are going into our body that are making us feel a certain way. That's what's going on. But, the truth is they get chocolate. They know you're the one who sent it. They love chocolate, which is most people. And it's a win. I currently am sending out this Blondie thing. Now, I can't even start on this thing. Because if I do, I'll just finish it and the show will be over right here and now. And this is a Blondie brownie. And, Casey Eberhardt, he raved about these things forever. And one night at 9 or 10 o'clock at night, I had landed at the office late, dumped some stuff off, and I went into the freezer and I grabbed one. And I tried it. And I'm going to have to say it's my favorite brownie. It's really, really good. There's chunks of sea salt in there, and caramel, and chocolate, and dark chocolate, and milk chocolate. It is just really, 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 really good. So I suggest you just order one of each, try them, see what you want to send, because sometimes sending brownies, although it's a great gift, changing it up. I change my birthday gift every year, and I'll send brownies one year, and then I'll send not gluten free, the blondie, and I don't know what I'm going to send next year, but I just keep changing it up, so I'm not sending the same exact thing every year. Anyway, yes, it is the tastiest consumable we have. Laura Ricksecker is correct in her opinion. The blondie brownie is the tastiest consumable. I think she's right. Take the challenge. Buy a blondie, send it to yourself, and let us know, what you think of the blondie. Anyway, folks, chocolate's a big deal, and chocolate-covered relationships work. If you'll send chocolate to those relationships in your business, like I said, they're going to be happy. You're going to be happy. They're going to remember you at the time of purchase. They're going to remember you when somebody says, "Hey, do you know somebody that does X?" And you're going to get that referral. That's what this whole thing is all about. So anyway, with that being said, that's pretty much about the end of this thing. You want to learn more about setting up automations and chocolate? Join the post. And those QR codes that are up there right now, you can use to download from the Apple Store or Google Play. Those are both active QR codes that you can use. The post is our community. It's a closed community for our users to enjoy information, learning from one another. There's news feeds in there. There's places for realtors and insurance agents and network marketers to communicate together to learn what's working and what's not. Anyway, the post is a fantastic app that you can download right from the Apple Store or the Google Play Store, and it is free, and we love free. So, all right, folks, with that being said, I will see you next week. And if you ever want to go watch any of these Lunch and Learns again, go to youtube.com/mailbox power, and you can watch any one of them until your heart's content or you've learned what you want to learn. So anyway, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.